Hey, what's up everybody? TechChucker here, and today I've got a review for you of the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Eastman and Laird's Fugitoid. Now, I didn't think I was actually going to find this thing in store because the first stock, I missed it. But my Target stocked it up again, and I wound up finding it. Now, if you are still looking for this, make sure that you know which one you're getting. There are two versions. There is this version, which has the full black text. And then the other one has more of a white text. The one with the white text is about $100. And apparently there's a signature in there. I don't know if it's legit, if it's hand done or machine done. I just wanted the cheaper one, about 32 bucks. We're good to go. So we're not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open and take a closer look. Here he is out of the packaging. Gotta say, this thing looks really nice. Aesthetically, NECA did a great job. I do have to admit, I really don't know anything about this character. Fugitoid is completely missing from my brain. So I'm not going to give you any interesting tidbit facts about the character because I have none. If you have some, leave it in the comments. I'd love to know a little bit more. Obviously, I can go to the internet, but why would I do that when I can ask you guys to inform me a little bit more? I'm going to give you a review as to the aesthetics of this action figure. Is it a good figure? Should you get it? Even if you don't know anything about the character, that's what we're going to do. So first things first, this thing looks awesome. I think the paint looks great. They did a really nice job with all the different color tones. There's a lot of different grays and blacks on here. NECA just nailed it. They always do. And they painted both the front and the back. That is really nice. And the other thing that's really cool is all of this is unique sculpt. I don't think that there's really anything that is reused. I mean, it's just very cool. So when we get into the articulation, there's a few problems that I noticed, but there's a few things that I think are kind of fun too. So let's get into a size comparison so that you can just see what this guy looks like next to some other figures. Let's measure him up to see just how tall he is. And he is coming in at about 5.5 inches. So on the smaller side. Let's throw in some of his friends here. We've got Leonardo here. We've got Mutagen Man kind of covering his face. And we've got another bot friend. And let's go ahead and throw in Shredder, if he'll stand. I've been having troubles with his ankles. And then last but not least, we might as well throw in Deadpool for the family picture there. So he, scale-wise, I don't know. I don't know if this is right, wrong, tall, short. You let me know. As far as his articulation goes, he's got some interesting things going on here. On his head, he's got a ball peg, and at the top of the neck, it's a little bit overly tight on mine. And then he also has a neck peg with another ball peg at the end. So, I mean, the range of motion, I think, could be a little bit better than what we've got right now. But, you know, I don't want to force it. Make sure you hit it with some heat. He has side-to-side motion. That's pretty good. And he is able to tilt that head and neck pretty nicely. In the shoulders, this is where it gets a little bit funky. He's got just like a peg that just gives it swivel so it can go all the way around. But what's cool is on his arms, he's got bendy wire. So you don't have elbows per se, and you don't have that ability to kind of hinge the arm out, but it moves around. Now, it doesn't hold entirely, but it's not too bad. So I actually kind of like that. In the wrists, he's got little peg joints. That's about it for the articulation on the arms. In the torso, he actually has a torso joint, and he has pretty good range of motion. That is not too bad. He can arch his back that far, and he has a little bit of swivel, and then he's actually got a lot of rotation side to side and tilt like that. But it is getting a little bit loose on mine. Then down in the hips, he doesn't have a waist joint, so that doesn't move around. But in the hips, he's got the same joint as the shoulders. They go up. He can kick all the way up, which is pretty cool. And he can kick all the way back, which is also pretty cool. And then he's got those bendy wires again in the legs. So you can really get him doing a whole lot. There is no ankle pivot. There's, nothing else. So overall articulation, while it's not amazing, It's actually not too bad. And lastly are the accessories, and he actually comes with a lot more than I was expecting. We'll throw him out of the frame a little bit and show you what he comes with. First are these extra set of hands. You get a total of 6 hands, 4 in the package and 2 on the figure. And these are very easy to plug in. They have this big giant peg thing and they just swivel, but you get a total of 6 hands, which is always nice. And then he comes with these 2 extra pistols, which these things look awesome. I think that they did a great job with the sculpt, the paint. I love the blue on them, but look closer. You can see that each one is sculpted a little bit differently. That is awesome. We're not done though. He comes with this rifle, kind of blaster-like deal. And if you look at the back of the packaging, it actually shows one of the vintage Eastman Laird turtles holding some of these weapons. And I'm wondering, because it says to be continued for the little comic panels, I wonder if we're going to be getting a re-release of those. That would be pretty cool. We also get this gun, which is pretty cool. It's a chunky, beefy looking thing. It's got nice paintwork on it. It's pretty clean, but it does look like it's got some battle damage on it. And then the last piece, oh wait, no, there's 2 last pieces. This one is amazing. This thing just looks so cool. It's like an arm cannon thing that will go on his arm. I don't think I have the right hand on there, but this is so cool. It sits on his arm and that's just amazing. That is so cool. And look at the paintwork on this thing. They just did a spectacular job on the paint. I mean, it's got paint everywhere. Every little detail is sculpted and painted. I love it. This is just a great piece. And then lastly, he comes with this, it's like a handcuff thing. So his hands, well, you pop the hands out, I think, and you just peg his hands together like he's arrested or whatever. And this is just cool. I think NECA did a great job on this piece, even though, I'll be fully honest, I know nothing about the character. I still think that they did a great job. Do you need this in your collection? Probably not. If you're not a diehard fan and you remember the character, maybe it's not worth it to get it. Probably not worth it to pay the $99 if you don't know anything about it. But still, it's not something that I'd pass up if you just love turtles and you want all the characters, and you know, why not? It's 30 some bucks. That's a pretty good value. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell notification, and I will see you in the next video.